Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. I wanted to talk about this Swift business because I haven't touched on this yet. I know some other YouTubers in the space have already discussed this, but there are some new developments, so hear me out, guys. I'm going to take you through this. Swift takes on Ripple with successful instant cross-border trials between Asia and Europe. Okay, so Swift is now indeed saying that they can conduct successful instant cross-border payments, okay? And they have proof with a Asia-Europe trial that they've done. So in a world where technology changes in the blink of an eye, the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications, aka SWIFT, is working hard to stay above the competition. The firms that have started giving Swift a run for its money is Ripple and other blockchain-based technologies. However, Swift is refusing to be rendered obsolete by ensuring it competes with blockchain cross-border service providers using Ripple's payment systems. According to a press release on July 18th, a successful trial of instant cross-border transfers has been carried out. Okay, so it gives some examples of a few of the banks here. The announcement outlined that instant transfers among 17 banks based in these countries had been completed with the fastest transaction taking just 13 seconds. So Swift is touting that their cross-border transactions are taking 13 seconds, with the longest only taking 25 seconds. Boy, that's fast. The trials utilize Swift's GPI, so the Global Payments Innovation, and Singapore's domestic instant payment solution FAST. According to Swift, the GPI instant system is expected to bring down the cost of transactions. So Swift's head of banking, Harry Newman, stated, Swift envisages that cross-border payments will become as convenient as domestic transactions, and the successful testing across multiple corridors between Europe and North America to Asia Pacific confirms the important role the GPI instant will play in making that bold vision a reality. This came out the other day. People were losing their SHIT because, oh no, how is Swift competing with Ripple all of a sudden? Okay, you following me so far? So then I see this on Twitter. Okay, this from Guest1 at Freedom944299944 on Twitter. It's a series of tweets, and this person says, I have gone through the code repository and have some further clarifications, which I will explain in this thread. Conclusion of this thread in advance. So Corda users can submit payments to Swift and settlements for these Swift payments, and they will be done via XRP. Okay, this is Guest1's hypothesis. So step one. When a user wants to make a payment, the user submits a payment request in Corda. The encrypted payment API request message is then sent from Corda to Swift for execution of the payment transaction. Okay, and why Corda is important is because we know that there is a link between R3's Corda and Ripple, and that Corda will be using XRP to settle instantly. So there was that whole bit about R3 last year in the news. So guys, this is why this is important. He links here to some code that I don't understand, but I'll link this tweet in the description if you guys want to look at this even further. So continuing on, step two, Swift receives the payment request and processes the payment. Swift uses XRP to settle the payment in their system, which cannot be seen on Corda repository. Please see step 3 below to see how this process flows before concluding that I am just guessing. So step 3, Swift sends the XRPL transaction hash back to Corda. User takes this info and makes a request called XRP Oracle service to Corda Oracle for verification. It is used to check whether an XRP payment specified by a transaction hash has credited a specific XRP account. Okay, so you can see that here. Okay, he links all these photos too explaining this. Step 4, during the request an XRP Oracle service, user specifies that the settlement was for a Swift payment by selecting settlement method equals Swift settlement. Okay, this is all the techie jargon for those of you who are interested in that. The Oracle then checks for the status of the settlement on XRPL and outputs success if the transaction hash is found. Okay, tweet number 6. The reason why this process flow is likely to be correct is because there is no other meaning to the function verify Swift settlement. This function only exists within the class of verify settlement, which is only referred to in class XRP Oracle service. Therefore, in summary, as Guest1 concludes, number 1, Corda user submits a payment to Swift via API. Number 2, settlement for these Swift payments are done via XRP. Number 3, Swift sends transaction hash back to Corda. And number 4, Corda/user verifies that the transaction hash is observed on the XRP ledger. Guest1 does go on to say, please critique me and let me know if there are any flaws in this logic. It is very much welcome. And so this all makes sense to me. I like to leave this stuff to the techie people to really kind kind of pick it apart. So there's this first off. Then less than an hour later, maybe even less than 30 minutes later, I see this on Twitter from crypto_XRP sends me this. Swift uses Ripple with successful instant cross-border trials between Asia and Europe. Yes, you heard it. Swift uses Ripple with successful instant cross-border trials between Asia and Europe. And this is the article here. A successful trial of instant cross-border transfers has been carried out by Swift using Ripple's payment systems. Instant transfers among 17 banks based in Australia, China, Canada, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands, Singapore, and Thailand have been completed, with the fastest transaction taking just 13 seconds to the longest taking 25 seconds. It basically sounds like the original article, only now they are stating that they are using Ripple technology to successfully settle cross-border payments. This one says they're using Ripple tech, this one does not, but this one was published, I believe, a day earlier. Now, that's great news if it's true. I also saw these tweets here on Twitter, and everybody's now tweeting this out. This from I Am Legion at Payson268498660 tweeted out the same thing, and I followed the thread here. And so some people are a little skeptical of this news. So I'm not saying that this is the truth, guys. What I'm doing is putting this information in front of you, and we're all here to analyze it together. On Twitter, on YouTube, in the comments section, pick your poison, folks. So I Am Legion says, let's see if it's fake news or if someone verifies it first. Justine writes, it wouldn't surprise me because we saw the list of banks. Crypto Captain says, where does it say Ripple? I mean, I think it's R3, but yeah, I am down for either. Of course, I Am Legion writes here, a successful trial of instant cross-border transfers has been carried out by Swift using Ripple's payment systems. We did see that in the article. Boom goes the dynamite. Possibly. Let's see if we can get more proof. So some people wanting it to be true, of course, some people looking for more proof. This person here, Aid Wellington, says it's fake. It would come out on a larger news source first, which, sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. It just kind of depends on who latches on to the news first. They're talking about R3, and we were mentioning Corda before, and guys, let's not forget these connections, though. Swift does say that they are planning to use R3's blockchain within their global payment system. Okay, Guest1 mentioning the transactions via Corda Settler. This, again, from last month. Swift wants to use R3's blockchain within their global payment system, but the biggest question remains, is Swift using XRP to settle? Well, guys, I always love bringing it back to Bearable Guy. Do you guys remember this tweet from February 1st, 2019? Either work with Ripple and use XRP or work with R3 and use XRP. These are Swift's choices, and it seems like they have to use XRP either way. So do you guys think Swift is now resorting to using Ripple technology through the Corda Settler in order to make successful instant cross-border payments happen? Or do you think this is a bunch of hogwash and this is fake news? I really want to hear what you guys think in the comments, so please do comment on this. Some people might have some insight that they didn't even realize they had. So comment down below. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.